Well, what's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedemptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And we are at 4:24 p.m. So let's see where we're at. So at 4:24, we are at $420. Biggity bam. Been rolling in pretty good today, so hopefully that doesn't stop. Up 15% in the last 30 days, so a little surprising, but good to see. Good to see. Let's take a look at the traffic. The organics are still off, though. We got 26 items sold, 20 promoted, and only 6 organic. So hopefully that will play some catch up in the evening time. I can get some more organic sales. So I got a nice little stack here pulled already. And let's see if there's any questions and comments while we get into this. Those are the 2 laziest dogs I've ever seen. If you are a single person operator, you cannot scale your eBay business, and furthermore, it will take 3 to 5 years to figure out what the hell you are doing. But with Amazon, that is not the case. Well, I would disagree there. You're saying you cannot scale your business. You can scale your business. Amazon is not perfect. It's got issues. But with Amazon, you don't need expertise, knowledge. All you do is scan the barcode. You will know how fast the item is selling, and you don't have lots of long tail items. Yeah, everything moves faster on Amazon, but they can suspend you at a drop of a hat without even a real reason. They are very, from personal experience, very volatile. Agree with the others. Items that have been selling with a very good conversion rate. Plus, we are listing 20 a day consecutively. Our impressions have been drastically dropping daily. So it has to be an issue on the eBay side. One would think. I will bet that within a few years, eBay will regret buying golden auctions. Just think about it. We are in a bad economy, and we will probably take at least 10 years to get out of. Well, here's the thing. The people who are buying the stuff on golden, they're not in no recession. If you're paying $100,000 for a baseball card, you're not in a recession. That's all the investments. So the people who buy that expensive stuff, they're not hurting for anything because they make their money up in other ways, whatever their business is and however they make their money. So, yeah, I bet you if you go on there right now, you'll see $100,000 bids on things consistently, or 10,000-ish, in 10,000 increments. Whatever. You're going to see big number of bids, I guarantee you, on there. Actually, let's just go and see. You're talking to James. Just go there for yourself. Let's see. Yeah. Panini National Treasure rookie card, patch autograph, 6 bids, $37,000. Still got 16 days left. Kobe Bryant jersey, 8 bids, $43,000. Pokemon card, $82,000, 13 bids. These people don't feel recession. That's the beauty. The more money you have, the least you have to worry about. So, yeah. So, let me see if there's a way to do like highest or anything on here. Browse all. Ending soonest. Let's see. Highest price. No bids on the 250,000 stuff, 100,000 stuff so far. And the Pokemon cards at 82,000 right now. That's the highest thing with bids. And 66,000 for Steph Curry card, 26 bids. 43,000 for the jersey, 37,000, so 29,000 for a set of cards, 28,000 for a Kobe Bryant card, 24 bids. So, yeah. These people don't feel recessions. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit in the market, but not enough where you're not going to be making some money. Like, I'm thankful, like, I'm aware of it, but I don't have to worry about it, right? So, and the more money you get, the less you have to worry about those kind of things. It's more about watching the stock market and stuff like that, making sure that your future money is not impacted too difficultly. And then that's why a lot of people use that to invest in stuff like this, especially if the economy for this type of stuff is down a little, then that's where you're going to make your money when you buy it. So you flip it in a year or two and boom, better than the stock market. So just painful. Sales down 54% past fourth quarter 2023 and first quarter 2024. How does eBay expect people to pay their bills? One day site is working, others day it is crickets. The views have tanked as well as offers. Used to get 10 to 50 views, recently barely one. Has been like this for the past 6 months actually. 1 week booming, the next 3 or 4 weeks nothing. Not even offers for the same items that we're selling consistently. When you call eBay, they say there's no technical issues. Excuse me, there's a big technical issue. Yeah, that's always been their excuse, but like I said before, the reps, they're only given so much information. They're nothing but first line defense. Their job is to make sure you don't go past them and get you off the phone as quick as possible. So, thankfully, and I'm guessing it's, due to the volume I do, that I'm still going in the right direction. Of course, compared to last year, I'm down still. Let's see what I am for the year compared to last year. It's usually been hitting about 20% down. So let's see where we're at right now. Probably still about the same. 21% down from last year. So, but this month compared to last month at this time, I'm up 17%. My net sales are up 11.6%. So, which is surprising to me in April that I am beating out March. So that there kind of tells you it's not the market that's controlling the sales. It's more about the eBay website that's controlling the sales for whatever reason you believe, because normally you start going down. February is usually my peak, and then I usually start going down until August and September, start working the way back up. But that's not the case right now, so got to enjoy what we do get, I guess. Selling about $50 to $60 a day for the last week. Takes about 2 to 3 days for offers to come in. Not sure if we can keep up the momentum. Trying. Yeah. If you got it, list it. Just power through it. I mean, it's almost like these are the times where you have to put in that extra effort. Staying up late, getting up early, putting in that extra time. No matter what you feel the reasons are, for me, I think it's a mix of everything. It's a time if you want to stick around, you got to sacrifice. And you got to start busting a little harder, staying up later, getting up earlier, simplifying what you're doing, finding better systems that work for you, that make things quicker, whatever the case may be. Now's the time to start just going all in. If you're on that line, like that worrisome line, if you will. My notifications have not been available for the last 2 days. When I hover over notification bell, a message pops up that says notifications not available at this time. I have not noticed that, but I never look at notifications, so mine's saying 70, they're there, but for me anyway. I really miss the eBay of 20 years ago. We were so busy. Everything we listed sold quickly. It is so frustrating. Our sales are like a roller coaster now. Yeah, but the thing is, 20 years ago, there wasn't Poshmark. There wasn't Whatnot. There wasn't Macari. So there's a lot more competition out there these days, also on top of everything else. And then 20 years, that's a generation. So the younger generations, they're more into the Macari and the Depops and the Grailed, the Poshmark, as opposed to the eBay. eBay's kind of fallen behind, starting to feel like the Kmart or the Sears of online stores, if you will. So they need to figure out a way to change that perception. I think going into that luxury thing, nobody's going to see eBay as that pure luxury brand. So I believe it's a good idea for them to get off of that. And I always said, it's the one thing that I never seen eBay take advantage of is everybody's about global warming, which we know is not really true, but everybody's about climate change. But climate change is real, but you can't stop climate change because you can't stop nature. The way I always said it is, if you were alive when Arizona was an ocean, would you been able to stop that as a human being from turning into a desert? Probably not. So you're not going to stop climate change, but you can benefit off of it like the politicians do and say, hey, reuse, recycle, eBay, save the planet, eBay. It's there for the taking. It's been there for the taking. That's how you get the younger generation scooped up into eBay. You make yourself all about the reuse, recyclable, repurpose mindset, and you become the king of it. And it can be very easily done because eBay is still a big name. You got to do it. I say do it now within the next 5 years, because if you don't turn it around in 5 years, look what happens to Kmart and Sears. So something has to be done. Let's see, 100% James. If you niche down, you're always leaving money on the table, no matter where you source. Be it flea markets, yard sales, thrift stores, the bins, sourcing online. If you niche up or become an everything seller, you most likely will never leave money on the table. It's all fulfilled by your knowledge, I always tell newer sellers, don't niche down. Start with one niche and slowly niche up. I say the best type of seller is an everything seller. Diversification is best in all aspects of reselling business, including what to sell. If you diversify your inventory, it will never steer you wrong. I tell them to remember two things. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You build the inventory over time, years. And that's what the difference between like a business and a hustle reseller is, right? You don't need to know everything about something. You need to know something about everything. And sales, especially if you are an everything seller, this way, no matter where you source, you can spot, pick up things of value, no matter the sell-through rate, before anyone else. I have been an everything seller since 98, so I don't need a cell phone or Google Lens something. And like you, James, I sell things that others deem a waste of time and think is junk. Little do they know. I agree with pretty much everything there, if not everything. I think everything. yeah, you definitely need to, if you're going to, start reselling, start with something you know the most about first, something you love, and you always start there. That's where the passion gets going. So never be afraid to learn about anything and everything, and you'll always find something somewhere to sell. So let's get into what did sell here. Perfect segue into what sold. First up, we got another piece of that Barbie Dream House. Took an offer for $10 on this piece. Next up, we've got Five-Finger Death Punch CD. Sold for $5.99. Next up, we've got Midwest Traditions Columbus, Ohio women's t-shirt. That sold for $11. Next up, we've got The Unshakable Character, How to Walk Your Talk All the Way to the Top. John Rowan. Audiobook, I guess. I think I got the setting wrong on this thing. This sold for $22.50. Sorry about that. I guess I'm because I see a thing around my face, so I guess we were recording in a different setting. Next up, we've got the Eagles on vinyl. That sold for $10.50. Super Modern Girls, Japan import. Various artist compilation there. That sold for $14. Next up, we've got a Camouflage Freightliner for Columbia, Missouri. See, that's not playing right. So I guess I got to hold it back. Sold for $12. Got a Bobby Vinton CD. That sold for $5.99. Camp Lakewood YMCA hat. That sold for $13.50. St. Louis University chess team hat. That sold for $5. We got the LRG hat. Nice hat. That sold for $8. Two Women DVD. Is that blurry? I can't see that far away. That sold for $5.99. We got Belfonte and I can never pronounce her last name. 8-track tape. That sold for $10. We got the British Steel on cassette. That sold for $5. We got this floral bucket hat here. This sold for $9. Got a women's Cardinal jersey. That sold for $10. So tomorrow we have to do the top 5 categories sold this week on eBay. Next up, we got the Missouri S&T hat. That sold for $10.50. And finally, we got, are you ready for a hat like? Yeah. We've got 4 hats here. The Mossy Oak camouflage, Bass Pro camouflage, Bass Pro teal and purple, and the Ole Miss camouflage. All 4 of those together sold for $38. Biggity bam yo. Repeat buyer too. Nice. Nice. Gotta love the repeat buyers. Is that going overseas? Yeah, it's going to the UK. Gots to love it. Thank you. Thank you all for the orders. Much appreciated if it's anybody on video. It's been much appreciated. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So far, let me check my offsite promotions. See where they're sitting. Because for some reason, I'm still sitting at a 49% cost. So I'm wondering if my offsite promotions are kind of tanking. Offsite ads, active campaign. Yeah, I'll go last 13 months since it ain't that far. Oh, still doing pretty good. $598 spent, $2,719 made. Return on ad spend 4.54. Sales conversion 2.79. So still doing pretty good there. So not bad. All right, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's working. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm going back to listing CDs, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.